What if you could hike to an active volcano and then uncover an ancient city, frozen in time for nearly 2,000 years, all in just one day? Welcome to Italy, the land of ancient wonders and timeless beauty. Today, we'll explore some of Italy's most breathtaking places, and I'm certain many of them will be new to you. Whether you're just curious or planning your next trip, stay with me and prepare to be amazed by the wonders of Italy. At the edge of a sandstone cliff, this pearl of Calabria stands guard over the Tyrrhenian Sea. Ancient legends claim Hercules founded the town as one of his ports. The historic centre sits 60 metres above sea level, offering dramatic views of the coastline below. Pristine beaches stretch along crystal-clear waters in stunning shades of turquoise. The town's most iconic landmark is Santa Maria dell'Isola, a medieval monastery perched on a limestone rock. This religious building dates back to the 6th century and was reconstructed after the 1905 earthquake. Tropea is famous for its sweet red onions, known as cipolla rossa di Tropea. These unique vegetables thrive in the region's mineral-rich soil. The Old Town features noble palazzi from the 17th and 18th centuries, adorned with ornate portals and baroque balconies. Narrow medieval streets wind through the historic centre, opening onto panoramic terraces. At sunset, the cliffs take on a golden hue, creating a breathtaking backdrop for this timeless Italian gem. The Mediterranean's second-largest island captivates with its pristine coastline and ancient mysteries. Crystal-clear waters lap against white sand beaches like La Pelosa and Costa Smeralda. Inland, thousands of nuraghi dot the landscape, ancient stone towers built by Bronze Age civilizations. The most impressive is Su Nuraxi di Barumini, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Sardinia's rugged interior reveals hidden caves and deep gorges, like the dramatic Gola di Goropu. The island's unique culture remains strong in mountain villages like Orgosolo, famous for its political murals. Traditional festivals showcase ancient customs, with horses and riders performing acrobatics. Locals still speak Sardinian, a distinct language separate from Italian. The Costa Verde features towering sand dunes and wild beaches untouched by development. Venetian and Roman ruins at Nora and Tharos tell stories of ancient Mediterranean traders. Shepherds continue to produce Pecorino Sardo cheese using traditional methods. Sardinia's waters are home to rare monk seals and vibrant coral reefs, while pink flamingos gather in lagoons near Cagliari, creating spectacular displays. This town is world famous for its unique trolley houses. These limestone dwellings have distinctive conical roofs, built without mortar using a prehistoric building technique. White symbols painted on the roofs hold both religious and mystical meanings. Most trulli were built in the 15th century as temporary shelters and storehouses for agricultural workers. Legend says their design allowed for quick dismantling to avoid property taxes. Today, over 1,500 trulli cover Alberobello's landscape, earning it UNESCO World Heritage status. The Rione Monte district contains the largest concentration of these structures. Inside, the trulli feature thick limestone walls that keep them cool in summer and warm in winter. Many original elements remain, including alcoves, fireplaces, and built-in furniture. A central stone archway typically divides each trullo into living spaces. Trullo Sovrano stands out as the only two-story trullo now serving as a museum. Ischia, a volcanic island in the Gulf of Naples where thermal springs emerge from ancient magma chambers. The Romans called it Aenaria for its healing waters, which still attract visitors to its thermal parks today. The medieval Aragonese castle dominates the landscape, connected to the island by a stone bridge built on volcanic rock. It has witnessed centuries of Mediterranean history, serving as a fortress, monastery, and prison throughout different eras. Lush gardens spread across the island, including the tropical La Mortella, created by composer William Walton's wife. Natural thermal pools dot the coastline, with Sorghetto Bay offering warm waters year-round. The island's volcanic nature creates fertile soil, perfect for vineyards producing local wines. Sant'Angelo, a charming fishing village, is known for its car-free streets and pastel-coloured houses. Moronti Beach stretches for 3 kilometres, with hot springs bubbling through the sand. Mount Epomeo, the island's highest point, offers breathtaking panoramic views across the Bay of Naples. This ancient city in Basilicata reveals one of humanity's earliest urban settlements in Italy. The Sassi districts feature cave dwellings carved into limestone cliffs thousands of years ago. Inhabited since the Paleolithic period, the caves form a complex system of homes stacked on top of one another. Natural caverns became living spaces, churches and workshops, all connected by winding staircases and narrow paths. By the 1950s, poor living conditions led to the Sassis' abandonment, earning Matera the label National Shame. But in the 1980s, a remarkable transformation began, turning forgotten caves into boutique hotels and restaurants. Rock churches hide precious Byzantine frescoes dating back to the 8th century. The Matera Cathedral stands proudly at the highest point, its Romanesque architecture dominating the skyline. Ingenious rainwater collection systems and cleverly designed ventilation showcase the city's ancient engineering skills. Matera's unique landscape has even served as a backdrop for biblical films, including The Passion of the Christ. Located in the foothills of the Alps, this glacial lake has captivated visitors for centuries. Its unique Y-shape creates 3 branches, with elegant villas and gardens lining the shoreline. Ancient Roman settlements evolved into medieval villages, like Bellagio, known as the Pearl of the Lake. Villa Carlotta showcases Italian gardens and masterpiece artworks, while Villa del Balbianello appears to float above the water. The lake's microclimate allows Mediterranean vegetation to thrive alongside alpine species. Historic funiculars climb to panoramic viewpoints, offering breathtaking vistas of the snow-capped peaks. Centuries-old stone villages, like Verona, cling to steep hillsides, their colourful houses reflecting in the crystal-clear waters. With a depth of over 400 metres, Lake Como is one of Europe's deepest lakes. Wealthy Romans first built summer retreats here, starting a tradition that continues today. Traditional wooden boats called lucia still glide across the lake, though most are now used for tourists. The surrounding mountains protect the lake, creating a mild climate perfect for subtropical plants and year-round beauty. Perched on a steep hilltop in Basilicata, this medieval ghost town was abandoned due to natural disasters. Founded in the 8th century, it once housed a fortified military outpost and a university. The town grew around a Norman tower, with houses built into the hillside using local stone. A series of landslides in the 1960s forced residents to leave their centuries-old homes. Further geological instability and a powerful earthquake in 1980 completed the exodus. Now, empty windows stare out over the lunar landscape of the Calanchi valleys. The stone buildings blend seamlessly into the rocky cliffside, creating an eerie silhouette. The town's dramatic setting has attracted filmmakers, with scenes from Quantum of Solace shot among its ruins. The old church of San Nicola still stands, though its roof has long since collapsed. Today, guided tours allow visitors to safely explore the empty streets of this hauntingly beautiful place. Elba Island, the largest island of the Tuscan archipelago, bears witness to Napoleon Bonaparte's first exile in 1814. The French emperor's presence left behind elegant villas and 2 residences that still stand today. White sand beaches and crystal-clear waters rim the coastline, from the long stretch of Marina di Campo to hidden coves. Mount Capan rises 1,019 meters above sea level, offering stunning views across Corsica and mainland Italy. Ancient iron mines dot the eastern side of the island, worked since Etruscan times until the 1980s. The island's waters host rich marine life, making it a popular spot for divers and snorkelers. Picturesque fishing villages like Marciana Marina preserve their historic charm with colourful houses and small harbours. The mild climate allows both Mediterranean plants and rare species to thrive year-round. Porto Azzurro, a medieval fortress, overlooks a perfect natural bay. Local vineyards produce unique wines from grapes grown in mineral-rich soil, like Vernaccia di Val di Cornia. Rolling hills dotted with cypress trees define the stunning valley in southern Tuscany. Medieval hilltop towns like Pienza, Montalcino, and San Chirico d'Ortia crown the surrounding peaks. The valley's most photographed spot features a winding road lined with towering cypress trees. The region produces celebrated wines like Brunello di Montalcino and Vino Nobile di Montepulciano. Thermal waters emerge at Bagno Vignoni, where the central pool dates from Roman times. Renaissance architects used this landscape as the backdrop for their ideal of scenic beauty. Wheat fields and vineyards create a patchwork pattern that changes colours with the season. The morning mist often shrouds the valley, creating an ethereal atmosphere. Local farms produce world-famous pecorino cheese from sheep grazing these hills. Val d'Orcia is also home to the Val d'Orcia Natural Park, offering a haven for nature lovers. The world's most famous active volcano towers over the Bay of Naples, its crater visible from miles away. This geological giant has shaped local history, most notably with the 79 AD eruption that buried Pompeii. The national park protects unique ecosystems that thrive in volcanic soil. Hiking trails lead to the summit, where steam still rises from volcanic vents. The crater's rim stretches about 12 kilometers, offering panoramic views of Naples and its bay. Local farmers grow distinctive foods in mineral-rich volcanic soil, including the famous San Marzano tomatoes. The slopes of the volcano host over 600 plant species and rare birds of prey. Ancient Roman settlements dot the lower slopes, showing humans' long relationship with the volcano. Scientists closely monitor Mount Vesuvius with modern equipment, as over 3 million people live nearby. The last eruption occurred in 1944, coating Naples in ash. Small earthquakes and tremors remind visitors of the sleeping giant's potential. This octagonal castle stands on a hill in Apulia, a masterpiece of medieval architecture built by Emperor Frederick II. Built in the 13th century, the castle blends elements from classical, Islamic, and Northern European styles. Its purpose remains mysterious, with theories ranging from a hunting lodge to an astronomical observatory. Windows and doorways align perfectly with the sun's position during solstices and equinoxes. The surrounding region of Apulia stretches along Italy's heel, bordered by 2 seas. Ancient olive groves, with trees over 1,000 years old, produce prized local oil. The coastline alternates between dramatic limestone cliffs and sandy beaches with crystal-clear waters. Traditional trolley houses, with their unique conical roofs, dot the landscape, found nowhere else in Italy. The fertile plains of Apulia produce more wine than any other Italian region. Remnants of ancient civilizations appear in rock churches, Greek ruins, and Norman castles, telling the story of Apulia's rich and layered history. At the foot of the Alps lies Italy's largest lake, an oasis where Mediterranean and mountain climates meet. The medieval castle of Sirmione sits on a narrow peninsula, its walls rising directly from the crystal-clear waters. Monte Baldo's peaks create a natural barrier, accessible by cable car for breathtaking panoramic views. Windsurfers flock to the northern end, where steady winds create perfect conditions for water sports. The lakeside town of Riva del Garda preserves its Venetian-style harbour and medieval towers. Ancient Roman ruins at Grotta di Catullo reveal the remains of luxurious villas that once lined these shores. Citrus groves flourish in the mild microclimate, producing rare varieties found nowhere else in Northern Europe. Charming towns like Malsacene feature narrow cobblestone streets and colourful harbours. On the eastern shore, the Garda Road, carved into cliffs, offers dramatic views. Historic lemon houses, known as limonee, stand as a testament to centuries-old citrus cultivation. Rising on a volcanic plateau, this Umbrian city stands dramatically above the surrounding valley. The city sits atop a maze of underground tunnels, wells, and caves carved into volcanic rock. Ancient Etruscans dug these passages, creating a complex network of workshops, storage rooms, and escape routes. The famous St. Patrick's Well plunges 62 meters deep, featuring a unique double helix design. 2 separate spiral staircases allowed mules to carry water up without ever crossing paths. Orvieto is also renowned for its white wine, produced from grapes grown in volcanic soil. Medieval towers and palaces line narrow streets paved with volcanic stone. Underground olive oil mills and ancient dovecotes reveal centuries of urban life. Noble families built elaborate palaces with underground rooms to escape the summer heat. Today, a funicular railway connects the cliff-top city to the valley below. Naples. This vibrant metropolis stands in the shadow of Mount Vesuvius, with layers of history visible at every turn. Its historic centre, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, preserves 27 centuries of architecture and culture. Beneath the streets lies a hidden city of ancient Greek and Roman tunnels. Naples gave birth to pizza in the 18th century, with the first margherita pizza created for Italy's queen. The Spanish Quarter reveals daily life, with laundry strung between buildings and street vendors selling local delicacies. Spaccanapoli, a street dating back to Greek times, perfectly splits the old town in half. The National Archaeological Museum houses treasures from Pompeii and Herculaneum. Underground metro stations double as contemporary art galleries, featuring works by international artists. Finally, the seafront promenade offers stunning views across the Bay of Naples to Capri. Towering in northeastern Italy, these pale peaks create one of Earth's most dramatic mountain landscapes. The range formed from ancient coral reefs, pushed upward by tectonic forces millions of years ago. Rock climbers tackle the Via Ferrata routes, where iron cables and ladders, installed during World War I, guide them up the cliffs. In summer, alpine meadows burst with wildflowers, while winter transforms the area into a world-class ski destination. The Sella Ronda circuit allows skiers to circle an entire mountain massif in just one day. Traditional mountain huts called rifugi offer shelter and hearty local cuisine to hikers. Crystal clear lakes reflect the jagged peaks, creating mirror images of the mountains above. Waterfalls cascade down rock faces carved by ancient glaciers. The Trecime di Lavaredo stands as the range's most iconic site. Aeolian Islands. Rising from the Tyrrhenian Sea, these 7 volcanic islands form a stunning archipelago north of Sicily. The active Stromboli volcano erupts every 20 minutes, creating natural fireworks visible for miles. The island of Vulcano offers therapeutic mud baths and steaming fumaroles near its crater. Luxurious Panarea attracts the elite with its whitewashed houses and crystal-clear bays. On Lipari, black obsidian cliffs contrast with white pumice beaches, evidence of the island's volcanic origins. Each evening, locals practice the traditional pizzata along narrow streets lined with bougainvillea. Underwater thermal springs release streams of bubbles, creating natural jacuzzis near Salina's coast. The islands produce world-famous Malvasia wine, sweet capers, and local honey. Ancient Greeks believed this was home to Aeolus, the god of winds. Salina's twin volcanic peaks offer hiking trails through wild capers and fragrant herbs. Filicudi and Alicudi remain largely untouched, preserving their traditional fishing village atmosphere. Aosta Valley. High in the Western Alps, this region harbors Italy's grandest mountains, including Mont Blanc and Monte Rosa. Medieval castles dot the valley floor, with Venice Castle displaying remarkable 13th century frescoes. Ancient Roman ruins in Aosta city tell of its importance as a strategic alpine crossing. The region's French-Italian bilingual culture creates unique traditions and cuisine, like fontina cheese. The Gran Paradiso National Park protects native wildlife, including the alpine ibex, saved from extinction. Hidden valleys reveal tiny stone villages where craftsmen still work wood and iron traditionally. The St. Bernard Pass has guided travelers through these mountains since Roman times. Thermal waters emerge at Pre-San Didier, offering views of snow-capped peaks from outdoor pools. Sardinia attracts mountaineers and skiers with access to Europe's highest mountain. The valley's microclimate allows vineyards to grow at Europe's highest altitudes. Ancient paths called routes still carry water from glaciers to mountain pastures. Verona. In northern Italy, this romantic city holds stories of star-crossed lovers and ancient Roman power. The Arena, a 1st-century amphitheatre, still hosts operas under the stars each summer. Medieval squares like Piazza delle Erbe pulse with daily markets, surrounded by frescoed palaces. The supposed House of Juliet draws visitors to its famous balcony, though Shakespeare never visited the city. Red Verona marble adorns many buildings, giving the city its distinctive color and character. The Scaliger family's Gothic tombs demonstrate medieval power through intricate marble carvings. Roman ruins surface throughout the center, including a massive gateway and well-preserved theater. The Adige River loops through the city, with ancient bridges offering views of terracotta rooftops. San Zeno Basilica showcases Romanesque architecture, with its famous bronze doors and frescoes. The Castelvecchio fortress spans the river, its battlements reflecting medieval military design. Now that we've journeyed through Italy's breathtaking landscapes, from the rugged peaks of the Dolomites to the timeless charm of Tuscany's rolling hills, it's time to ask, which of these incredible destinations will you explore first? If the wonders of Italy have sparked your interest, don't forget to subscribe for more adventures around the world. Until next time, grazie, thank you in Italian, and I'll see you in the next video.